it may sound like we're kind of knocking Civil 3D, and we're not. Civil 3D is a great product, and it's definitely needed. It plays its role. But what we're saying is, again, use the right tool at the right time for whatever job that you may need to do in the life cycle of your project. Civil 3D is still going to be needed to generate your survey data. You still need it to do all your detailed design. And you need those hard numbers. You don't need assumptions on anything. When you're ready to actually generate those plans, those need to be dead on. Those need to be accurate. And that's what Civil 3D is going to do for you. And then you're going to use Civil 3D to generate your construction docs. So you're going to use the plan production tools. You're going to cut your sheets, generate your profiles, your cross sections, details, all your annotation, all that stuff. And then you're going to have those standards incorporated as well, so that you make sure that whatever you do design actually complies with the approving agency. So Civil 3D is still major hitter, playing a major role in this. We're just kind of using InfraWorks 360 to accentuate our workflow, if you will, and automate what we're doing. See, but it's actually more than just that. So there's a lot of nice things that InfraWorks can do that Civil 3D cannot. So again, utilizing the power of the two, it's about doing more than just doing it faster. You want to be able to give your clients flexibility. You want to be able to give them choices. You want to be able to rapidly analyze your design and then give them multiple alternatives and present it in a fashion that is easily understandable. Not everybody can read a construction document 2D in a second and glance and visualize exactly what the final result is going to look like. Well, these three samples here on the screen really demonstrate and document different scenarios, different design concepts that you can very easily, very quickly propose for any given location within your project. And you don't have to create multiple documents and save as this file as that file and really just revamp everything and generate renderings to convey content, that sort of thing. You can see we've got an intersection, we've got a bridge, and we've got a roundabout. This is all very easily done, very quickly done in one cohesive model, and we can get some real feedback and answers on what we're doing early on in the game before we actually start the construction phase without putting a whole lot of effort into it. And then beyond that, there's a lot of great analytics that are available as well. And so this helps you, again, open up those conversations, open up those doors, and really start discussing the design, discussing the project in detail. Some of the exhibits on the screen now, the top one you can see is helping to analyze line of sight, helping us to understand as we're coming through that intersection what's going to be obstructed, what's going to be from view, what's going to be seen, what's going to be available to us. The second one is showing bridge clearance, and it's going to allow us to visually demonstrate what the clearance is going to be underneath that bridge. And then the third one we have is actually showing us the performance and the capacity of that culvert underneath the roadway at that given time. Again, fully understanding what it's doing with HGL and EGL content. So that's really nice. Helps us to really understand what we're proposing and make better decisions about what we're doing. Now, another great thing about utilizing this type of technology is, utilizing some of the cloud capabilities as well. We have the options now to put these projects on the cloud or on a network, and everybody can log in and everybody can access these. And if you have 360, or if you don't, or maybe you're in the field or at another office, one of the nice things about this is this project can be pushed to a web browser. They can be opened up on a smartphone, on a tablet, any kind of mobile device, so that people, clients, developers, stakeholders, whoever it may be, can actually open it up, look at it, navigate around, and analyze what the design is going to be. And they can even go in using the design feed tool. They can start providing feedback, adding information. They can go to the site. They can, post information that they, are concerned about or would like to accentuate in your model. And that can almost become a punch list for the things that need to be done on the project, things that need to be changed or augmented going forward. Okay, and it keeps everybody in the design process, keeps everybody up to speed. Anybody can log it at any time and see where things stand. So that's really a nice feature. So, well, what about Civil 3D? Well, until now, there's been nothing available in Civil 3D for quick visual preliminary design. Everything's very focused and detail-oriented. And, you know, until now, the industry has been using a huge tool, which is Civil 3D, to perform very preliminary stuff. And again, you really need a strong skill set to be able to knock that out of the park. So, you know, what we're saying here is let's use the power of InfraWorks 360 in conjunction with Civil 3D, and so that we have both the tools that we need available, so we can use the right tool at the right time. And InfraWorks can lay out the preliminary stuff, and then that work isn't lost. It can be brought into your Civil 3D, where we can then take that to the next step, move forward, and finalize the design with something a lot more accurate in your construction documents. So, all in all, kind of in conclusion of a lot of these things I've been discussing, again, each tool has its own strengths. Using the two of them together is really going to streamline your workflow and automate what you're doing. So utilize Civil 3D for all of your detailed design work. You'll have full user control with no assumptions. You can do all of your documentation in there and utilizing all the different tools for profiles and cross-sections, detail labeling, the plan production tools, and the foundation that it's written on, you know, just standard AutoCAD. You can do all your drafting or anything you need, and then you can incorporate all of your criteria files and standards that are required to get the visual look you're trying to go for. Where on the InfraWorks 360 side, utilize that for the preliminary design, get some early detailed design information. It's very fast, you know, very little training. You can utilize the cloud. There's some assumptions in there, but we can automate a lot of this stuff. It's very visual, and you do get a full-time 3D model in context with, again, up to 200 kilometers of surrounding contextual area of the project, and it's pretty easy to learn.